Welcome, you are watching Do You Know? In today's episode, we are discussing on 8 things to learn from Warren Buffett. Warren Edward Buffett, born in 1930 in Omaha, is one of the most successful investors and philanthropists in the world. Let's get started. 8 things to learn from Warren Buffett. Number 1, invest in what you know. What seems to be an obvious piece of advice is something that many people often forget. If you don't understand something, you should never invest in it. As Buffett says, stick to your circle of competence when it comes to your investment portfolio. Buffett himself has stuck to this rule, often foregoing investments in the high-tech sector, explaining that he doesn't have enough knowledge to invest in this area. It's not just that you need to understand how a business works, you also need to know its value compared to the price you are willing to pay. You have to learn how to value businesses and know the ones that are within your circle of competence and the ones that are outside. You don't have to be an expert in the area of investment, but you do have to know enough to evaluate your investment properly if you don't want to lose your shirt. Number 2, most news is noise, so avoid the hype. One hallmark of Warren Buffett's investing success is his ability to distinguish between what is important and what is just noise. With the advent of social media and a 24/7 news cycle, there is so much information to digest it can be dizzying. Buffett knows this, and advocates for taking in only select amounts of news and information that is helpful, instead of being inundated with too much useless information. In his 1989 letter to shareholders, Buffett made a statement about avoiding hype that would go on in infamy. It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. By avoiding the hype not just in your investments, but in life as well, you will make more informed, better decisions. Number 3, investing isn't rocket science, but there is no easy button. Warren Buffett has always believed that anyone can be a successful investor. But that doesn't mean investing is easy. It still requires research and due diligence to generate better returns than the market. But the same holds true for many things in life. According to Buffett, the key is setting realistic expectations, ones that you can see right in front of you and will be able to accomplish in a realistic timeline. The interesting thing about business, it's not like the Olympics, you don't get any extra points for the fact that something's very hard to do. So you might as well just step over 1-foot bars, instead of trying to jump over 7-foot bars. Number 4, expect the unexpected. Even an investing savant like Buffett can't predict the future. He knows that in order to be successful in both life and investing, you need to stay on your toes and be ready for the good and bad that might come your way. And while it seems like nothing bad has ever happened to Warren Buffett, he did once get turned down by Harvard. Something he said was one of the best things that ever happened to him. According to Buffett, don't worry about a failure. And don't let it eat at you by looking back. Just keep going, because you're going to have some things and forget them. Go forward. Number 5, invest in yourself. Buffett doesn't just believe that investing your money is a key to success, but rather, it also takes investing in yourself. In fact, this might be Buffett's top piece of life advice to many. One easy way to become worth 50% more than you are now at least is to hone your communication skills, both written and verbal. By unlocking your full potential as both an employee and a human being, you can reach heights you may never have dreamed. This isn't just an edict, Buffett learned this piece of advice in his own life. As a young adult, Buffett took a class with Dale Carnegie to master his fear of public speaking, and the work quickly paid off. He proposed to his wife actually during the middle of the course. He got so confident about his abilities. It also helped him sell stocks in Omaha, despite being 21 and looking even younger. Number 6, look up to the right people. Buffett constantly talks about his mentor, the father of value investing, Benjamin Graham. Graham helped a young Buffett sharpen his skills and become a great worker. Buffett was able to choose the right people to look up to that built his success. Number 7, stay humble and admit your mistakes. For as much wealth Warren Buffett has amassed in his decades of investing, he is still a humble man. When others speak of Buffett, it is with a great sense of awe for what he has accomplished, but an equal sense of humility he has built along the way. Unlike other billionaires who are looked down upon by the general public, Warren Buffett is still well liked, regardless of his massive wealth. Only due to his down-to-earth personality. His humble nature has carried over into his work, where Buffett isn't afraid of admitting his mistakes, some of which lost his company hundreds of millions of dollars. In fact, Buffett prefers to highlight everything that has gone wrong when an investment goes south so he can learn for next time. Number 8, Sticking to your guns. Warren Buffett is just a simple man from Omaha, Nebraska who stuck to his principles and became the most famous investor of his generation. While Buffett's investing prowess may not be attainable, his mindset is. If you follow his advice, you are likely to improve in many areas of your life. He isn't flashy, nor is he outspoken. Instead, Warren Buffett has shown the world that with hard work and dedication, anyone can improve not just their financial well-being, but their life too.